Please rise, hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing and join the board in a moment of silence as we honor our first responders and our veterans. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I will entertain a motion for approval of bills and payroll.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by trustee Casado. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Salaski. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Rivera.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Resolved to authorize the Justice Court Clerk to apply for a Justice Court Assistance Program, JCAP, grant in the 2023-2024 grant cycle up to $30,000.
Okay, we will take the money. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Deputy Mayor Sartori. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Clark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Resolved to authorize a merit increase for Dennis McCann, Secretary to the Mineola Fire Department, of $5,000 retroactive to September 1st.
Okay, Dennis has been doing an outstanding job over at the fire department, and this was actually supposed to have happened earlier. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Clark. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Deputy Mayor Sartori. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Chacon.
Good evening, Mayor, Board, John G.
Good evening.
First item is resolved to authorize LoSAP awards effective January 1st, 2024 for Jeff Clark and Roger Leo.
I know that guy.
Yes, and for that reason, I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion by trustee Casado. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Salaski. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Abstain.
And an abstention. Okay, thank you. Okay, yep.
Thank you. The second item is in the library fund fiscal year 22-23. Just a budget transfer for the amount of $24,523.02.
Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Casado. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Clark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Rini.
Evening, Mayor, members of the board, Mr. Givens.
Good evening.
First item I have for your consideration this evening is a request for a resolution to authorize the issuance of a request for proposals for the 2023 HVAC maintenance contract. This is a 2-year contract that we do, so it's up at the end of next month, so I'll get this out and get it back to you hopefully in October, and we'll get this going.
Motion.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Salaski, seconded by Deputy Mayor Sartori. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item I have is a request for a resolution to authorize additional work to repair the base concrete floor for the emergency repairs to the Justice Court courtroom. Vendor is ACL Construction. The cost is $21,252 and no cents. The funding sources are the Justice Court grant funding and/or the 2023-2024 general fund budget and/or the general fund unreserved fund balance. So the board is aware. In pulling up the carpet and the former vinyl tile underneath it, the sub-base concrete floor was fully cracked, and there were areas where the concrete had actually ballooned up because of those cracks, the moisture getting in. There was a lot of calcification. We had white calcium coming out. So now, in order to fix that, we need to grind down the concrete floor, expose all of those cracks, level that, seal those cracks, and then put an entire ceiling over that concrete, as well as then a self-leveling so we can put the new flooring down.
Okay, this is part of the work that we're doing in the courtroom. If you haven't had an opportunity to look at it, there was some moisture damage because of where it's located, where it sits, and there was some water infiltration for a number of years. And when we pulled up the carpet, I actually happened to be here that day and saw exactly what Mr. Rini's talking about. So this is to deal with that unforeseen section of it. You could actually look at the back wall, that you'll notice that it's different because that was part of the job on the other side of the wall. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Casado. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Clark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. And the next item I have is a request for a resolution to authorize a public bid for the requirements contract for the purchase of granular activated carbon systems. This is for the upcoming work that we're looking to do at wells 1 and 6. As the board is aware, we do have some of the emerging contaminants in there for PFOA and PFOS. And in order to do this, we felt it best to put out a requirements contract in order to pre-purchase these for both jobs, and we'll stage them in that we are expediting well 1, and we'll get those first 2, and then we'll get the next 2 as we're doing well 6. But this has worked out better in the other projects that we've done at well 7 and well 4 by doing the pre-purchase contract. So we're looking to do that, but we're going to include both wells at this point.
Right, so everyone remembers when we were dealing with the construction right here next to the firehouse, well 7, these big filter-looking vessels, that's what we're talking about for well 1 and well 6.
Giant Brita filters with
Yeah,
40,000 pounds of carbon in each.
Exactly. And it's great because obviously these items are in demand across the region, across the country, so it's great that we kind of anticipate the work on well 1 and well 6, and this way we're not waiting for these items to be delivered, but we'll have them on hand and ready to go once we do the job at well 1 and well 6. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Deputy Mayor Sartori. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Salaski. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. And the final item I have is a personnel item, which is a request for authorization to post for a position in the Parking Enforcement Division.
Okay, and this is to bring us kind of to full staffing levels, so this is just a post. I'll
Correct.
entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Trustee Clark. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Trustee Casado. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. That's all I have this evening.
Thank you.
Mr. Gibbons?
Mayor, I do not have a report this evening.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Okay, before we close the work session, I would just like to remind everyone that this Sunday, October 1st, we will have our Mineola Chamber of Commerce Street Fair right here on Jericho Turnpike, I believe from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. from Mineola Boulevard all the way to Nassau Boulevard on Jericho, and also go slightly north on Willis Avenue to include the Irish Society. So we'll mention it again during our public meeting, but I just wanted to get that out there as much as possible. And the weather is supposed to cooperate, so we hope to see you all out here on Sunday, October 1st, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Jericho Turnpike for our annual street fair. With that, I'll entertain a motion to close our work session.
Motion.
Motion by Trustee Casado. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Salaski. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Folks will be out at 7 for our public meeting. Thank you.